Bye, Spirit. See you in a little bit. Look at that sky.
It is so blue.
Today is a big and beautiful day.
It's a very special day. It's Brittany's birthday.
It is. Can you guys guess how old I am? We'll let you know at the end of the episode. But until then, Drew and I are going to be hiking a big, ginormous mountain. We have 12 miles and 4,000 feet of elevation gain. Because when he asked me what I wanted to do, I said, I just want to spend all day outside, and brought the camera along so we could share it with you guys.
So come along for this great adventure.
And while we do all of the hard work of hiking all of those miles, we're going to let you guys sit back and enjoy the show of the third and final episode of the Quarantales. So tap that like in honor of our sweet friends who were kind and courageous enough to film and share their experiences with you.
We got a lot of special stories for you today.
We love you all. We hope that you're staying safe and well, and know that we're thinking of you, sending you our love and sunshine, and we'll see you at the top of this mountain.
See you up there.
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. And they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, boom, boom. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah.
Hello everybody, we are the Matneys. I'm Christian.
I'm Aubrey.
And we have been driving around the Americas in our Sprinter van for the last 3 years. Our ultimate goal when we left the United States a couple of years ago was that we wanted to get to Patagonia, and we got here right in freaking time. Like, we have been driving for 3 years trying to get here, and we had about a month of exploring Patagonia and the Chile side of Patagonia, and it was just incredible. We actually plugged in with a Brazilian van life couple who was starting their journey going north, and we did about a month with them. Well, about a month ago now, we entered Argentina. We got to a town called El Calafate, which is in very, very south Argentina. It's like the gateway to southern Patagonia. And we were about to go on this really, really big hike towards El Paine. And then we heard that everything was getting closed down. So we had a couple of days on the beach where we were kind of just like hiding out, hoping the police wouldn't mess with us. And then after 5 days of that, we heard that there was a national lockdown, and we couldn't drive anywhere. We couldn't be outside.
Yeah, so a lot of people who were overlanding in the country were kind of in this really weird gray zone where they were willing to stay inside their vehicles, but because they weren't actually at an address, it was really complicated, and so police didn't really know what to do with them. And we got really, really, really lucky. This local hostel actually took us and our 2 Brazilian friends and another Brazilian couple in. The hostel's closed right now, but they're letting us use their facilities, use their Wi-Fi, park in the back. We have an address, and so we're actually legally observing the quarantine right now.
We're having like these big like fajita nights, or Brazilian food nights. So we're just trying to focus on our physical health, our mental health, not sitting behind a screen too much, not looking at the news all day, every day, FaceTiming family members and other travelers almost every day, having movie nights, just doing things that like build a routine and focusing on one day at a time, because our plan changes every single week. Flights get canceled, things close down, things break, whatever it is, and we just don't know what the future is going to hold. So right now we're taking it one day at a time, and it's helping quite a bit.
Hi, I'm Matthew.
And I'm Sheree, and this is Alfie. We're currently in confinement at a campground in Morocco. Pretty much all of us have been here for over a month, and besides going to the next village for some groceries, we pretty much stay inside.
We're from Montreal in Canada. We live in Gandalf, a 1999 road trek that we customized for our travel needs. We shipped it to Le Havre in France in November 2019.
We traveled south across France and Spain towards Morocco, and for 2 amazing months we explored this wonderful country and visited its coastlines, the desert, and everywhere in between.
But when the pandemic news started to reach us, we figured out that we needed to find a safe place to stay. So we reached out to our traveling friends, and we decided to choose a campground to wait it out.
We're really happy to have made this decision because we're in a safe place, we have access to food in the nearby village, and the best part is we get to be with our friends.
Our days start out with our morning routine. After breakfast, we get a few chores done, like dishes, filling up on water, cleaning the solar panels, and disinfecting all the surfaces.
And to keep our sanity, we also incorporated some physical activities in our day-to-day, like gym workouts with the ladies from the campground, and my personal favorite, yoga and meditation in the evenings. We also like to share a weekly couscous lunch, and we give English lessons to our French-speaking friends.
And once my exercise is done, I play chess with Maurice almost daily. I even got to organize a few exciting Dungeons and Dragons evenings.
And while all this is happening, Alfie's out chasing lizards.
All day long.
Another thing that we do to stay positive is that we don't watch the news that much. It's also good to have something to look forward to. So in our case, it's our weekly happy hour with our camp friends, where we get together, we play games, we listen to beautiful music and laugh. We also like to talk about what we're gonna do when all this is over. To sum it up, we do appreciate our small community here, and it feels good to be able to contribute every way we can to make life better for everyone while we're waiting this out.
So in a nutshell, that's about it. Also, we just wanted to thank Damien from Mookie et les Pixels for filming and editing this video. And a big thanks, of course, to Brittany and Drew for letting us share our experience. Shukran, guys.
Stay safe, everybody. Take care.
Take care, bye.
Hi, Brittany and Drew. We want to say a huge thank you for inviting us to be part of your quarantine series.
We're Marianne and Chris from Tread the Globe.
In May 2018, we moved into our van Trudy, and we've been travelling ever since.
So in January this year, we left the UK to attempt to drive our 15-year-old camper van all the way around the world.
And for the first few months of our adventure, things were going according to plan. We visited 14 countries before arriving here in Istanbul, the gateway to Asia.
We had a few days to visit this wonderful city, and then...
Dominic Raab, the Foreign Secretary, is saying that all British travellers abroad who are usually based in the UK are advised to return now.
We're currently on day 48 of self-isolation in our van here in Istanbul. So here's a quick look at what we have access to.
Washing line.
We got the power!
Fresh mint.
Bay leaf.
Waste disposal.
Fresh water. Football pitch.
Washing machine.
Hot showers. Toilets.
We are feeling so blessed to have found secure parking with everything we need.
So currently the situation here in Turkey is every weekend there is a full lockdown. During the week, Monday to Friday, is a voluntary self-isolation at home. Unless you are over 65 or under 20, you have to stay in. Luckily, we're still able to go out and buy food during these times.
So whilst we're in this car park, we've been trying to create a routine and keep ourselves busy. I've been answering lots of comments.
We've been trying to do some exercises in the car park.
I've been creating a weekly journal in the form of a newsletter.
We've been getting creative trying to make new foods, and we've been busy editing videos and still publishing content and doing live chats on our YouTube channel.
The messages we've received of support acknowledge and share the stories of how people are feeling worried, anxious and down. And it is important to acknowledge that, but it's also really important to grasp that negativity and just chuck it away and grasp that positivity back again.
We always say, only worry about the things you can control, and we can't control this current situation. We can only control the way we behave and respond to it.
We are sending love and positive vibes out there to everybody because it will soon be over.
These times will pass and we are going to make it around the world. It's just a question of when. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
What is happening, guys? We are Craig and Amy from the YouTube channel Kinging It.
Now at the moment, even though we've got a bus called Custard, who we'd love to be living in right now, we are actually living in my parents' house in my mum's attic.
Yeah, because it isn't quite ready for us to be living in it full time. While we're in this quarantine, we're getting loads of planning done and making loads of ideas on how we're going to finish her when we can.
So one of the things that we've done is we've created an 80s style game show, and we've been challenging all of our YouTube friends to take part, and there's a leaderboard. And we're just trying to keep people motivated. We've just posted a video on motivation as well, just to boost morale.
It's such an unsettling time of the world that we're not sure what's going on. So many people have been left with loads of unanswered questions to do with their job and finances. So we're just trying to boost a little bit of positivity back into the YouTube scene, for people to have a smile, I suppose.
Yeah, we're just trying to do what we do best, which is entertain people, just make people laugh.
Yes,
because...
we are 30 years old, creating game shows in Craig's mum's attic bedroom.
So as far as our experience, we've had to cancel a bunch of plans. We had 2 tours that we were supposed to run in Bali.
Yeah.
But we're past that now. That happened a while ago, so we're over that. We're healthy. We're super lucky to have somewhere to live, you know, food on the table and stuff like that.
We should all take this downtime as like a good time, I suppose, to sort our lives out, you know, clean your bedrooms, clean your minds, have some downtime, and have some downtime with your families as well.
Yeah.
That's like a really key point to this, which is lovely. And I guess we're just going to plan for our next adventure, you know. But yeah, we're using this time effectively, positively, and we hope you guys are too.
Hi you guys! Oh, I miss you guys so much. I am calling from just south of beautiful Joshua Tree. That's actually Joshua Tree right behind me. I hope it's not too windy for this video. It's been a little windy out here lately, which has been kind of nice, a break from the heat. I am having a great time, or as best as I can, out here in the desert. As you can tell, I am with a few other people. I have 2 other van quarantine buddies. We linked up while we were in Baja. Now we're quarantined family, and it's actually been really awesome for us. This spot is nice for now. We have really interesting rodent and animal situations happening out here. I guess I'm realizing how often I usually move. I don't usually stay in a place long enough to get a rodent problem in my van, but here I am. As long as it's not a snake, I'm okay with that. We are staying positive, to be honest with you. Most of us have downsized our jobs or lost them completely, so we're just trying to stay positive by doing group walks and having activities to do together. The other night we did a bar hopping activity, which was really fun. We all decorated our bars into different themes, and then we had a drink at each person's bar. It was super fun. There was a fortune teller and an arcade. It's an arcade! Yes! With snacks! Yes. And a ship.
This is amazing, man! And you got
the outfit! There's a knife and everything.
You think we could trade this golden spoon for some water and fish from?
Maybe.
And mine was under the sea themed, and I made all of my decorations out of coffee filters. So they bought their own coffee filters. So that's it. We're having a great time. Great time is a weird thing to say. We're making the most of it. It's still not easy. It's been difficult to get to town. We go about every 2 weeks, and it's stressful and it's crazy. Well, we did it, guys. We done did it. We did a huge ass Provincials run. This is our sanitizing station. We were as careful as they get, but we go just to do laundry, get water and groceries. Other than that, when we're out here, it feels like we're in our own little world and it's not so bad. Let's meet up when all of this clears up and camp together under the stars. I love you so much. Thanks for giving us so much videos, because they make me feel like I'm with you, and I love you and I smile all the time. I love you. We're still here. Still hiking.
We're making it. It is very warm, guys.
Here's a little intermission to show you the view. Look at how gorgeous. I think we're going to a mountain even beyond that one.
Did you know they shut down this trail in August because it gets so hot?
Extreme heat. Ah!
Extreme.
Well, enjoy a cold beverage for us and enjoy the show.
Hey, I'm Alex, aka Kite Van Man, and I'm currently in the west part of the Sahara, right down the south of Morocco, a place called Dakhla. I've been here since the end of January actually, and obviously didn't plan to be here this long, but it's a pretty decent place, so I'm not moaning. I'm living here in my 2010 self-converted Sprinter van, which I've actually been living and travelling in for 3 years now. My experience of this whole pandemic so far has been pretty good, to be fair, as far as, you know, as good as it can be. The only issue I've really had is getting some supplies, but the locals here have helped us out with that, and so it's all pulled through pretty well. Keeping me active, come here, keeping me active and happy and positive. I've got this one, and another dog, she's outside at the moment, and obviously keeping fit. I mean, we are restricted with movement, but where we are on this little bit here, we have a beach and a nice big place to run, so keeping fit, there's no excuse for it here, is there? Recently been making alcohol actually, because it's very hard to get hold of here. At first we were still allowed to kite surf, which was brilliant. It was like being stranded in paradise, but they stopped that just in case we injure ourselves and take up a hospital bed, so that's, you know, that's fair enough. Which has given me time to work on projects. So all my work is online, but then, you know, you have those like projects that are sitting on the side that never get done. I've had a few of them for a few years, so I can finally get on with them now. Yeah, thanks.
We are the Van Wives. I'm Crystal.
I'm Jazz.
This is little Izzy.
And this is Bella.
We live full-time in our 2006 Mercedes Sprinter van with our 2 dogs.
Recently, we were driving the Pan American Highway and we made it to Guatemala when COVID hit. Things honestly took a turn overnight. With the snap of a finger, everything was closed. There was a curfew from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. and that made it really difficult as an overlander. We were very thankful that a Guatemalan family let us stay on their property on a beautiful farm where we were safe, isolated, and that is when we decided to call a bunch of embassies to decide what our next move was, as our health insurance had run out. So after getting the okay from the embassies, we drove 4 countries in 7 days all the way back to Canada, our home and native land.
It was 5,000 kilometers over the 7 days, and it was a journey that we will never forget.
Yeah.
It was very dramatic, but since being home, we're really happy to be here and very grateful that we are here. We're close to family. Going from traveling and adventuring every day to being stationary has been quite the adjustment, and we've been trying really hard to find a routine in all of this. So I think the one thing that's really keeping our spirits high is getting outside and going for hikes every day, just taking a deep breath of fresh air, spending time by the water.
The most thing that I would say has been keeping us happy is these 2 gals.
Yeah.
They keep our spirits high whether we're traveling or not. They're always the rock, so we're very thankful for the doggies. Thank you all for listening to our story. We hope you're all doing things that are making you happy and staying safe, home, and healthy.
What's up, friends? I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Jordan, and welcome to our little school bus here in Panama. We just came in from Weldon. We're building a little deck outside, and we're up on our land.
Yep.
Us, Lola, some chickens, and can't go anywhere. Just trying to improve our lives out here because we don't have any resources. We don't have water.
Yeah.
We don't have electricity.
Yeah, and a lot of the hardware stores in town are closed. So we're really just trying to make the best with the materials that we do have to stay busy. So
It hasn't been, like, honestly, it hasn't been too bad for us.
No.
Even without having a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
We've had a few challenges thrown our way, but we've been able to get around them.
Right.
Now our big one is all the farmers, all the cows of all the farmers, they're all escaping.
they're escaping, so they've been coming onto our land because we have a lot of grass on our land. And they've been mowing our lawn for us, which has been kind of cool. So.
Yeah.
But we're sending our love from Panama. We hope you all are doing okay and able to keep a smile on your face as best as you can. And
Summer's right around the corner, don't forget.
We'll make this through together.
So, see you guys soon.
See you soon.
Drew and Brittany, hope you guys are doing well. I just wanted to send you a quick video. Your good friend Justin here, stuck in Punta Mita, Mexico, on the west coast of Mexico, outside Puerto Vallarta in the state of Nayarit. We were down here on a 1-week vacation at the beginning of March, a nice little spring break vacation, my girlfriend and I. And when offices started getting closed and school started getting canceled, we decided to extend for a week, and then 2 weeks, and then a month. And we've been here a month and a half now. Decided not to go back to San Francisco. I've got a household with roommates, some of whom work in medicine, and so decided it would just be best down here. Things were slow going down here with coronavirus. Things in terms of Mexico was hit a little bit later than some other countries, likely maybe due to some lack of global mobility or less global mobility than other places, but also just kind of the federal government not taking it seriously here. Restrictions here were pretty lax. People were still surfing, going out, eating in restaurants, but it's all really changed in the last couple weeks. Restaurants are mostly closed down. One in town seems to be able to remain open. Haven't figured that one out yet. But mostly just a lot of tourists gone. So at first it was kind of trying to figure out whether things were closing because of coronavirus or because of just simply lack of people. Otherwise, keeping on working. In law, one would think that, you know, we spend too much time in front of a computer, but I think many of us who spend a lot of time in front of a computer are grateful for that now with these kind of changing times. Getting in as much exercise as we can. We have a nice little rooftop patio here that we can enjoy, getting out for some runs, but otherwise laying low as much as possible. Can't say I've been a model citizen in self-isolation, but we're doing our best. Much love to Brittany and Drew. Hope you're keeping well there in the van, and keeping away from others, of course, and hope to be back again with you soon. All right, love you guys. Bye.
Hey friends, what's up? My name's Kate Erickson. I'm one half of the Entrepreneurs on Fire team, and I'm jumping on to just share with you a little bit of what life has been like here in Puerto Rico since COVID-19. It was Sunday afternoon. We were just finishing up an incredible hike at a waterfall, and we were having such a blast. It was such an amazing afternoon. We wrapped it up with an incredible lunch. As we were sitting at lunch waiting for our food, one of our friends got an alert on their phone that at 6 p.m. that night, all non-essential businesses would essentially be closing, and that we weren't allowed to leave our houses unless it was for groceries or medical services. My other half, John Lee Dumas, is currently recording away for the podcast. We're very grateful to have an established online business where honestly not a ton has changed for us. We're so thankful to still have the communication with our audience and the ability to still provide them with, you know, very relevant messages, even despite everything that's going on right now, being able to provide people with certainty and support, you know, just letting our community know that we're here for them. We've certainly changed up a bit of our messaging. We've also made ourselves more readily available to do Facebook Lives and to hold extra Q&A calls just to help our community out. But what has been a huge shift for us is we live in a gated community here where we have a WhatsApp group of, I think, over 200 people now. And I mean, we're used to meeting up with groups of friends 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times a week. So that has probably been the biggest immediate thing for us, but we're sending so much love to you, your families, your friends, your loved ones. We hope that you are keeping a positive attitude through all of this, continuing to look at the many beautiful things that life continues to give us on a daily basis. And we'll look forward to giving big hugs to many of our friends, family, and loved ones once this is all over.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Kevin.
And I'm Holly.
We're the Kriegers.
Former neighbors of Britt and Drew here at Blackburn.
We live in Los Angeles, California.
We've been in quarantine now for 6 weeks. I've been working from home since the middle of March, which is interesting because Kevin works from home too. So we're both here all the time. We got a new puppy. Say hi to Drew and Britt. Hi. Hi, monkey. Hello. Shody. This is our pandemic puppy. We decided because I was home a little bit more and he would be home when I went back to work that it'd be good to have a puppy. It'd be a good time to train her.
Getting groceries has been mostly fine. We live right across the street from the farmer's market, and no one seems to want to go there except for us, so...
Little secret, don't let that one out. We stand in line at Trader Joe's maybe once a week.
All of my work and performances, I'm a comedian. I'm a comedian and a video producer, and basically every single job or performance that I had got canceled, which was pretty tragic, but it's all good because I'm spending time with my wife and my new dog, Shorty. Help me! Help! Help! I've been taking time to connect with my comedy community in more meaningful ways. There's been shows that have been okay.
I've tuned in to some Zoom shows or Instagram live shows. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't wait to get back out on stage. Nothing really compares to that. Thankfully, Holly's company still employs her fully, and she's bringing home the bacon for the fam right now while I try to figure out some new ways to make money.
Yeah.
It'll happen. But basically, our message is that getting a puppy solves all of your problems.
We recommend it. And we miss Drew and Britt. We are fortunate that we have our neighbors here in the courtyard, so we still get to hang out with people, but we miss them. Wish you guys were here.
Love you guys.
We love you.
Talk soon.
Well guys, we made it to our summit today, and we also made it to the end of the Quarantales.
Which is a beautiful thing because I think that means that things are shifting, and now that we've all been able to gather, I think, a greater appreciation for the little things that maybe we didn't recognize before.
Things we took for granted that we just were doing on everyday usual routines and habits, and hopefully made some adjustments during the quarantine time and did some things that'll carry us into the rest of our lives in a sweet and positive way.
Exactly, like every time you get to walk outside and breathe in that fresh air and have the freedom to go where you want and to hug the ones that you love. It's
really sweaty.
Really sweaty right now. But that's true love. And we're sending you guys all of our love from this stunning mountaintop. And thank you to all of our friends who contributed your stories throughout the past 3 episodes.
Yeah, it was really incredible to see how you guys handled and went through this time in history, something that we could have never predicted.
It is an absolutely historical chapter in our generation.
Yes. So thanks to you guys for sharing the videos. Thanks to all of you guys for watching this. And
don't forget to like, subscribe, tap that thumbs up if you haven't already, because I think we're supposed to say all those things.
All those things.
We love you, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, see you then.
Thanks for sharing my birthday with me. Oh, and we didn't tell you how old I am.
Oh.
Hang on. Let's see. Is it this way or this way?
22.
32.
Oh, that's not 20, 30. 32. 32, guys.
Yeah.
So, enjoy this view, and we'll catch you next time.
Do something sweet for yourselves for my birthday.